And then she's like, well, what about your family? And I was like, well, I'm coming home to tell Dad, like, next weekend. And she's like, well, what about the extended family? And I was like, I think about our extended family all the time. Like, I didn't just go into this not thinking about them. Like, I have a huge family. My mom has 8 brothers and sisters. We are all really close. We've always been really close, but they're really conservative. Not really conservative, but they're conservative. And, like, I may never see, like, my grandparents again. I may never see some of my aunts and uncles and my cousins again. And, like, I'm not taking that lightly. I'm not going into this, like, everybody's going to accept me for who I am. Like, I realize that this is going to impact a lot of people, and it's going to ripple outwards from there. And it's scary, and I'm totally not ready to deal with it. Honestly, but, like, I'm going to have to, because this is who I am, this is who I'm becoming, and, like, it's already started, so there's no going back now. And I don't want to at all. But then she's like, well, what about schooling? Like, are you going to be able to graduate college? It's an all-girls school. And I was like, yes, we already talked to the dean. We already talked to, like, the president of the school and, like, the whole athletic. I told her about all the things that are going on with me, like, the athletics department's doing the case study and, like, all this different stuff is going on with me. And I'm like, and people are coming up to me at school and just being like, hey, I heard you're collecting hands and bottles. Like, I have 3 bags for you in my room. Like, I don't even know these people's names, and they're like, I'm collecting for you, and, like, I've asked my neighbors to collect for you, and, like, everybody's been so supportive. And I was like, for the first time in my life, this past year and a half, I've actually been genuinely happy. And, like, she knows that my entire childhood I was miserable, my entire, like, adolescence I was miserable, and I was like, I've been genuinely happy. And she's like, are you just happy because you're in an environment that you feel safe in? Or are you happy because people see you as male? And I was like, I'm happy because I'm in an environment that I'm accepted and safe in. And, like, I'm still upset about my body. I'm still upset about, like, not appearing male, having to explain myself. I was like, but knowing that I'm moving forward with this, like, I came out of the doctor's office so happy. And, like, I thought she was going to get, like, really upset with me. Like, she's like, well, what about, like, your health? What about your mental health? What about all this stuff? And, like, I told her, like, they monitor my health. Like, every month they take, like, all these labs and all this work and stuff. I was like, they monitor, like, my mental health every time I go there. I go there every 2 weeks. And, like, school, I'm going to be monitored here at school. And, like, she's like, well, what about your friends? What about Rue? Like, how is everybody taking this? And I was like, they're all really supportive, and they're all really open, and, like, everybody at school sees me as male. And that's, like, you have no idea how amazing that is. And she was like, okay. And, like, she's like, so you can start hormones now. That's what they're saying, and that's what you're saying. And I was like, yes. She's like, okay. And then she got a phone call. She got, like, 8 phone calls while we were talking. I was so annoyed because she brings work with her everywhere. But she got a phone call, and she was on the phone. And then she got off the phone, and she's like, where were we? And I was like, I scheduled my next doctor's appointment for Thursday. And she's like, and what's going to happen there? And I was like, I'm going to start hormones this Thursday. And she was like, what are you going to tell your father? I was like, I'm coming home next weekend. I'm talking to him. Like, I realize that he's going to blow up. I realize that this is going to be a big deal. And I was like, but I'm not just going to, like, start hormones and then not come home until Christmas time and, like, come home with a beard. I was like, after Thursday, I'm going to make a valid, like, conscious effort to come home every weekend, or, like, every possible time I can, like, every Sunday or something, so that I see them, so that they're shocked, like, okay, last time they saw me, I was still their little girl, and then they see me at Christmas, and I'm, like, fully grown, like, adolescent boy with a beard on the way, like, and she's like, I think it's really important for you to continue to keep contact with your family, and, like, I think that we really need you to, you know, continue to contact us and to continue, like, so that it's not a shock. And I was like, I'm not just gonna start hormones and then, like, stop seeing you guys. And she was like, she's like, you know that our family loves you. We're your family. We're always gonna love you. She's like, just some people are gonna have a lot of a harder time with this than others. And I was like, I know. And like, she didn't leave angry and she didn't leave upset. And like, she hugged me and she was like, I love you. And she's like, thank you for talking to me. Thank you for seeing me. And like, just that little bit made like it. I feel like it took a huge weight off my shoulders that like now she knows. Like I like told